Hello, Divine Feminine. Let us see what we have today. 7-7. I was shuffling the decks. I did see some messages starting to come through that swords. There's an emphasis, it feels like right now, on not forgetting to love yourself first, for the Divine Feminine. Like, I feel like some of the energies are pretty strong and not that high vibrational. That's interesting. And you could get easily distracted from your self-love journey if you wanted to. So you got Frog Spirit, clear out the clutter. Interesting card, which is a 28. That frog's holding a blue orb in its little hand. And they got my favorite card in this deck, the Chameleon, with, look at all those jewels just kind of raining out. I feel like the masculine is having some self-love epiphanies, and maybe that's why this energy, and they got a 14 card and you got a 28. Okay, so my energy is not that high right now, so just bear with me. Electric Eel, bring your ideas to life. I do feel like there's some resistance around building the life you want right now. I feel like there's been a big emphasis on the Divine Feminine figuring out who she is and what she wants, and has been steadily moving in that direction. And I feel like there is resistance right now that the feminine feels a little bit stuck to me. 9-9. So our second set of repeating numbers. You guys seem to be matching up in frequency. You're in Aquarius now. There's a lot of energy in Capricorn too. In fact, Mars is in Capricorn, and I think that's why we are a bit stuck. You may be revisiting old codependencies, old patterns. Old patterns that you used to have regarding distraction. I think that's this clutter here. I want you to focus on, it is about the throat. Focus on your, like, say what you need to say. Definitely return. Look at that. Self-love journey right there. Ace of, so we have Page of Wands. All the cards on the top are reversed. So things are not looking like they're going your way. Page of Wands reversed, 8 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles reversed, Hangman reversed, Ace of Cups reversed. Which 2 of those cards in reverse really mean to me that there is movement, there is unstuckness, there is... I'm going to laugh really hard if the Empress is the only one upright. Well, that's how it is. So the only card in the upright is the Empress, the Tower, and the 7 of Cups. I think you've had some kind of revelation. And then 7 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, Judgment, another card of return. And then we have 5 of Pentacles and the Emperor hiding underneath. Your masculine is showing up in this not so great energy of King of Swords reversed. So he is mirroring your not wanting to talk about self-love, not wanting to talk your truth, speak your truth, not wanting to... I actually think he might be playing some games here, having some strategy. Look at that. Throat chakra reversed, heart chakra reversed. He's stuck too. He hasn't been able to cure this broken heart with someone who, look at 28 is victory right here. You got 28. He hasn't been able to get over some kind of heartbreak. Forgive and move on, and that means you haven't either. So in your energy field somewhere, you're giving your power away, dumping your cup out. I don't know. The spirit seems to be very direct and picky right now on... Okay, that's the weirdest, maybe the weirdest image I've ever had, but it's like, you're kind of the baby in this womb here, but this is your higher self with the moon, right? Knowing. And it's like, you actually know, like, you're giving birth to your new self, and look at that. This card literally says rebirth on it. It's crazy. So that card's important, and this card's important. New beginning, rebirth, purifying, cleansing, and peace. Spirit wants you to end the cycles of war. What's the opposite of peace? Unrest. Specifically having to do with people who broke your heart and like silenced you. It's something about not giving you the ability to talk about, like, I literally feel like I can't talk right now. Like, they're like, you cannot talk about this, or we will not ever talk again, or some kind of silence where they just straight up did not answer you, or they left. And could be multiple people, because I do see multiple people here. But it's so much about non-communication. It's like people could have said that they were going to do things, and then they just didn't. And something in you knows that part of this is like karmic contract type stuff, because I feel that in this energy. There's a big spiritual aspect here. And part of it is about you learning to fight for what you actually want. Because I keep bringing up the kind of the war imagery. And it's like, Ten of Pentacles doesn't just happen for most people. Like, you really gotta want that. You have to choose. And there are some structures here, some really stubborn relationships, could be work, that are like not budging. Like, Okay, I do feel with this Ace of Cups reversed and the throat chakra, it's like there's a truth. And this truth is the truth in your heart. And the way that you see things and the way that how you feel should be. And this could have been over the past 8 months, 12 months, maybe longer. Like I feel like something happened to you that was unjust. And this was for a spiritual reason. And I feel like you feel that you may have said, oh, I don't understand why this has gone on. Maybe this is karmic, because it does feel karmic here. And this may not be for everyone for sure, but it does feel like there are lessons here teaching you to be just like the opposite of what a lot of people would do. It's like, don't shut down your heart when it gets hurt, and don't wall off your vulnerability when it gets trampled on by people that you thought should have your back. And this could be like all different levels there, right? Yeah, I feel like you're just like, why can't we talk this out? Why can't we make this better? But no, see, that standoff is right there on this structure. There's a structure in place that is preventing that from happening. Gemini energy. This isn't so much about the masculine, but this is important for a reason that I'm going to get to here regarding the masculine. So you're kind of being made into this alchemist warrior. There's a big recognition from you that how much this relationship changed you, and they're also beginning to have that revelation, or even more so. Like, it could be that they knew, but now it's really sinking in that this is something like way beyond what they actually thought. And it's a recognition of like how valuable you are in their daily life and how like good you are. And to deal with this, they have to go really pretty far into their shadow, which requires you going into your heart and looking at, why in the world would you want me? Because you look like the Empress, right? Too beautiful, too good. They already think that they destroyed some aspect of your relationship. Why would you want them? However, part of them is manifesting you back. And I feel like you can feel this in your heart space and in the telepathy, in like the claircognizance. I feel like that's being really highly activated right now. I feel it's so weird because I almost always feel like the Seven of Cups is the masculine, but with this, I actually feel like it's you. And I actually feel like you're waking up to the fact that if you decided you wanted anything, you pretty much could have it. That's this kind of unlimited energy that I'm feeling from the Hangman reverse. It's like, it's not like I'm better than anyone. It's just I'm capable. And I know this now. It's like a self-appreciation, but there is something here challenging that it's like it's like simultaneously coming to that point, and then this structure is like blocking your forward movement here. And there's really nothing you can do about it but surrender to it. And like, look at how similar these cards are. It's kind of this whole thing of like, I'm going to decide to be stable in the face of this, you know, silent treatment, block, whatever it is. And I'm going to not wait, but like work with the forces of the universe. All right, so let's continue on here. So I think I made my point about what I feel this energy is. Whatever you're doing, it's really got the masculine's attention. I don't necessarily think it's in a great way. Like, I think they're on guard. However, they do appear to like a little bit of drama here, and they may say something to someone else. They may post something for you to see. I don't think it's with the best intentions. I miss kissing you. And in the white cards, they had, I miss your smell. I need you back in my life. You're very intimidating. Yes, the Empress is intimidating. I pretend I care because I don't care, because I care too much. Never felt a love like this. You're so beautiful. So 2 double beautifuls, right? I don't want to be over with us. Trying to test in divine timing. I'm so scared of change. Yes. There is a thing here about timing, and I'm coming back soon. Timing is important here. The desire for rebirth is kind of on you. I mean, it actually happening is kind of on you. So, Spirit, what needs to happen to end the cycle and bring in the new cycle? Even though I know we are starting the new cycle, but to get it into the place we want it to be, what do we need to do with this block here, this structure? What is the lesson that needs to be learned? Clean it up again. Flexible. Chaos and conflict. Truth be told. Deep knowing. A leg up. New life. To be fair. Bottom of the deck is serendipity. Some of this is out of your control. It's just the truth of what I see here. Some of this is on other people to do the right thing. And there is this thing here, which is a master lesson, which is embracing this chaos energy. And you see, it's like he has both giraffe patterns and zebra stripes in the middle. And a lot of the time, like when you're a people pleaser, you run away from conflict. And you don't like facing it when it's uncomfortable. And I think that's part of what this is. It's like, if there are things that you know are wrong, Spirit kind of is asking you to be unwavering in your faith. I don't really love that these 2 cards came up reversed. Because the truth may never come to light. It may never be made right the way that you want it to be, the way that you know it is in your heart. But by facing your fears here. This is about facing fears and fighting for what is actually what you know, like in your solar plexus, in your spirit, in your heart, and getting to the point where you did the best that you could. You feel satisfied with whatever it was that you chose to do in this situation, okay? So obviously it's different for everyone, however this unfolds. They're just saying, like, with this card, you may have a tendency to like sweep things under the rug and not address them. And so twin flames and Cupid's arrow, the phoenix. Yeah, you will rise from this. So it's, wow, those are really amazing cards to come out right at the end. You will rise from this in a much more healed place. But this is not going to be an easy thing. If this sounds like it's just a little something or other, this is not what I'm talking about. This is a big situation here where you're really having to face your fears. And you're really having to step into a new version of yourself. And if that, they're bringing it kind of full circle here. I keep seeing this out of the corner of my eye. If you have been waiting for the masculine to transform, they're saying that's what this is. This is basically you doing the transformation that you have to do in order to get him to do the transformation that he has to do. And it is healing the shame that you have that keeps you from speaking your truth. Water sign, love spell, intuition, narcissist. So the opposite of a people pleaser is a narcissist, and they're both shame-based. Patience, open up your heart, sexuality, intimacy, Mercury retrograde. I keep feeling Mercury retrograde. And this is a lot about, they'll be back and spy. A lot about I mean, I hate to say this, but I have found it to be true a lot of the time. And they're showing me like gold coins. It's like someone could be highly motivated either as like a gold digger, which I don't really like that term, but like by money. And that may be somehow sabotaging this relationship. And it's a lot about you choosing you. And you deciding to live with an open heart. You know, people who go through things like this, magnitudes of like this amount of pain that I'm seeing here, and I don't have the 9 or the 10 of swords out here. Like, it's, the pain comes from, you thought, whatever the situation is, you thought these people would not do this to you, right? And we have heartbroken twice. And it involves several people, maybe family, maybe work, that you definitely thought they would have your back. You definitely thought, you know, you were valued in this community of sorts. And, you know, I want to say that this is a victorious card here. I don't want to promise like a victory in every sense of the word. The victory is really about this situation serves you to become the person that you needed to be, to heal the people-pleasing tendency. I truly, truly hope that there is victory here and it doesn't end up with you having a lack of self-love and having more self-doubt because you didn't attain the victory in the traditional sense of the word. Because I really don't feel like that's what this is. I really feel like this is a huge transformation going on. A water sign may be involved. These are two extremely intense cards here, right? And this card says new phase, rekindle, renewed transformation, growth, and changed mind. And I think this is the changing of your mind right here. And you may be someone that's been like, oh no, you know, I have faith, it will happen. It's coming, but it just, whatever the situation is, it didn't, right? And something happened where there was a division or a door closing. And I really don't feel like this is with your twin, but it could involve him somehow. I think it is around another female, not a karmic. But again, I don't like reading scenarios because everybody's scenario will be different and it's just pointless. You know, there is something you have to face here that probably whoever did this to you was fake the whole time. And it really, really hurt. Like to the point of grieving. And for some of you, there may have been a death and in your family, something like that. And there is a chance here that you can free yourself from toxic relationships or addictions. And that's what they're talking about here. This isn't the most uplifting reading I've ever done. But, you know, I see that when you finish this work, which with all these wands here, I don't think it's going to be that much longer. Especially because we've already gotten out of the hangman energy, I think, or we're coming to that right now. You're going to have a huge epiphany, or it's happened. It's happening. Like, I think it's happening now. Where you see, I think it's going to be a reflection on the choices you could have made, what you could have done differently, and why you chose the path you did. And not, I feel like for those of us that it involved like someone in our family, you chose to not go like for your own, taking care of your own self, but you chose to take care of, have faith and trust that this person would do the right thing. And they did not. But you know, look at, they had me move this card over here and now it's 33 and 34. 39, 39. So there's going to be a turn of events here. It looks like to me quickly. And just as fast as your life may have been plunged into chaos or conflict or unknowing from the past, right? You can see this one's facing towards the past, this one's facing towards the future, and you're going to get help from your higher self, I think, possibly somebody else, and you're going to get yourself into a much better position. And then it's funny because I've been talking about the cocoon now for probably 2 weeks, and then there's this, her literally breaking out of a golden egg. And the reason we often want money, which money may be involved in this in somehow for some of you, because see here, look at standing on the egg. And in a lot of ways, that's a metaphor for feeling outside and then feeling like, oh, I am my own, support system. I am my own family. I am my own this is spiritual wisdom here that's coming through so strongly, that Spirit's like right there with you. And doesn't want you to feel unsupported. They're hoping you're not with someone else, but I've been shuffling this for so long. So some of this is about money for some of you, and often we feel like the money will make me feel like worthy, but really it's the worthiness that comes first. If I can't have you, no one can. You're the reason I keep going. I think you are hot. I'm not sure what I am feeling. I've been having regrets. I'm scared you're moving on. Attracted to you. Playing games on purpose. Wish you wouldn't push me away. Yeah, we know you're playing games on purpose. I think you're out of my league. I love your body. I don't trust you. So that I don't trust you is important because you don't trust you. You don't trust you to fight for what is right here. And that's what this is. This is standing up and fighting for what is right. And believing that you know what's right and you're worth fighting for. And that's really what this is. You discovering, I don't know why it took so long to get there, you're worth fighting for. And you're worth the money you have to spend, or the time that it takes, or the discomfort that it makes for people. You're worth it. You're not this option that is mediocre, okay? Anything else you want, Spirit? So, as long as you keep playing games with your own feelings and you know exactly what I'm talking about, they'll keep playing games. You're like, why do they keep playing games with me? It's because you're playing games. Stop playing games. And I know that sounds easy for me to say, because we actually have to look ourselves in the mirror and be like, oh, I am playing games. I really haven't been as straightforward and serious as I could be. Which doesn't mean go out and tell them how you feel. It does not mean that either. What it means is that you know your worth, you know your value, you know what's true for you. Doesn't matter what anyone else really thinks is the truth, because they can't tell you how you feel. So let's get some of these energy cards. Oh, yeah, we'll do these 2 sets here. Let's see what's going to happen. I have a feeling, I don't know, I just feel like not many people are going to resonate with this message today, but it's a message that wanted to come through. Really work on that self-love and self-appreciation, especially in context of past. So for you, you have Coventina, purification again. It is time for cleansing, detoxification of your body and mind. Oh, leave her like that. They got Mawu, Mother Earth. You are called upon to help with environmentalism. And Artemis, Guardian. You are loved. Ones are safe and spiritually protected. Interesting cards. And then Brigitte, don't back down. So this is the lesson, I guess, that's supposed to come out. Stand up for what you believe is right. So that's what I've been talking about this entire time. You standing up for you and what you believe is right, and learning to be your own advocate, learning that you're worth it, learning that you know, this is like an exercise in experiencing. So you have letting go. He has harmony, 2 dolphins, projections. Yeah, beware of projecting. And then on the bottom of the deck is laziness, exhaustion. I think I started out the reading in the very beginning saying there's a low energy here. And there's a low energy. And part of that is that you guys are going through this transformation of sorts, this very Lemurian energy being downloaded. So let's get some, I'm like clean my cards up, but for some reason they wanted me to keep them out. I don't know, I'm getting this message. It's like you're feeling like, well, if you loved me, you'd be here. If you loved me and cared for me, you would talk to me. If you love me, you would do this. And that's not necessarily true. It's part of what you need to look at. Okay. Advice on entities that can help you in your meditation or while you sleep. Rose Pink Dragon prepares your heart to connect higher facets of the cosmic heart. Open your heart to warm-hearted love and diamond light. Connect with the love of the universe. Beautiful. Silver Dragon. That's one of the 2 dragons that has the key. And I think that's for Chiron. Illuminates your potential with higher light. So Chiron is in Aries right now, teaching us to heal the self, the wounds of the self. And you may want to look at where Aries is in your chart and how that's playing into things. Access untapped resources. Look into your soul. See higher possibilities. Magenta Dragon enables you to bring forward your soul's wisdom. Awaken your soul memories and higher spiritual understanding. Prepared for accelerated ascension. Bottom is the dark blue galactic dragon. So we've had a lot of Pleiadian soul starseed cards coming out lately. Helps you be the voice of the universe. Ignites your codes of your master blueprint. Access cosmic wisdom and enter higher service. Okay, so for the crystals, I don't know why the crystals are kind of my favorite part, but I love crystals. So you can work with the actual crystal, or you can just call this energy to be in your aura. Stibnite, conflict. So kind of, this is like so direct. Shaddakite, teacher. So this conflict is teaching you some ancestors, petrified wood. We'll get one more. Trust. Yeah, trust yourself. Prehenite. And then black tourmaline, protection. And I would say any of you that feel called to work with black tourmaline really should. Because you probably have to lower your frequency a little bit to learn this lesson, I'm guessing. Which may be why you feel kind of low vibrational right now. I mean, on a global scale, it's really teaching people to stand up for their rights, right? Mercury, open communication. And I think Mercury retrograde came up. Get a weight off your chest. Speak up with love and be heard. It has the Caduceus on it, right? The Kundalini energy. Master Buddha, increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. This is all about trusting yourself, faith. And didn't faith come up too? Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, and see the light in the world. And then Kuan Yin. So she's like a master, right? Care and compassion. Choose to be loved. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. Well, that's interesting because it's kind of goes against what I was saying, but apply it to your situation as you see fit. You know, it is the work of someone in a very high vibration that can love those that betray us. And I'm not saying that's what you need to do right now, because I don't feel like that was the message coming through. But I think in the end of all of this, when all is said and done, it is going to teach you a lesson similar to that one about that is a hard lesson to talk about, because taking advantage of other people is not great, but being the kind of person that can see why hurt people do things is a blessing in a way. When it comes to matters of the heart, there's no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love, and you may play a role in the lessons of these people who choose money over family, or if it's with work, something, you know, in a similar, in a lot of ways, the way you are with your work family is, it's a family, you know, embrace. Sometimes you spend almost more time with them than you do with your actual family at different times of your life. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. No point in trying to change that which is beyond our control. Romance, and I did feel that too. Cupid's arrow strikes, only time will tell. Your masculine's really, and again about time, masculine's really missing you physically. So these are interesting. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can distort your perception and cloud your vision. I do think in ways, when we had the frog out here, I do think you are becoming a master of emotion of sorts. To see things clearly, you must let go of resentment, right? We need to forgive in order not to be projecting our wounds onto other people. And I would say this is a lesson I've really been learning like over the past couple months, but probably for a year. That particular lesson of projection has really come into my awareness. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. Freedom, there's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be, so you can let go. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for your heart is the gateway to the soul. Manifesting miracles and healing. Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and follow its guidance. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed at this very moment. So they really want to say, get in your heart the truth of what you believe and the truth of what you feel, not colored by the pain that you've been through in your life. And that's a hard thing to do, right? Because we kind of want justification and vindication for the pain that we've received, and we see things through that lens of being hurt, and they want you to heal that, you know, abandonment and rejection, and see that it's really not about you. And that's obviously, that's a process. Like we can't, most of us can't instantly just transmute that, but there are moments of clarity that you can see, oh, this really wasn't about me. So I hope this has served you. I know it was a bit of a different type of message today. I do really feel like things are shifting. If you want a reading, I am caught up, so I can get it to you quickly. And yeah, that's all for now. Bye.